Hey guys, welcome back to another video by jmadden184, and to all my new subscribers, a big welcome to my channel. Just want to take a quick second here, before I get into the week 6 update here on day 42. I just wanted to say thank you, to everybody that's been supporting my channel, and I never really thought that I would get as much feedback as I've been getting on my videos. It was never really my intention, to get the number of subscribers that I now have. I just took a check onto my statistics and things on the YouTube and realized I have 199, and that's just amazing to me, to think that many people are interested in what I'm doing with my system. So thank you once again. So let's get into it here. So first things first that you're going to notice with the tank, just in this wide shot, is that some of the corals are in different positions. I had to do this because over the weekend my girl and I went to the Marine Aquarium Expo in Orange County, California, and what happens when you go to those things? You buy stuff. And when you buy stuff for a tank that's already pretty full, you got to move some things around. My girl and I, she picked out a few frags that she really liked. I got a couple that I liked. Also, I went ahead and I sold a couple corals because there was a couple other corals that I'd rather have that I've been eyeing for some time, and I'll get into those. As far as all the new additions of corals, I'm really excited about all of them. So let's go ahead and get a rundown on it. One of the things you're going to kind of notice here too is the way the anemones look. They look a little bit smaller. What I did was I went ahead and moved the MP10 on the right side of the tank. I moved it closer to the center of that pane of glass. Because with the corals down on the sand bed below it, the undertow was just so strong that it was kind of preventing them from opening up to their full capacity or close to it. So let's get a rundown here of the corals. Another thing you guys are going to notice too here is that I just realized this when I was making this video, is that the last few videos that I took were very, very blue in color. This is because the lens on my camera here was really dirty. So I cleaned it off, and now that's why we're getting such a crisp, true color that I'm seeing when I look at the tank here. So let's do a rundown on it real quick. Yellow tang, he's doing good, growing like a weed. It seems like just yesterday this was a smaller fish. It's kind of losing that cute baby fish look and kind of getting that more mature kind of look to him. Clownfish are doing really good. They're starting to exhibit even more mating behavior. They've been cleaning their rock in this area here, all down here. You'll see them constantly biting at the rock. I'm not sure if you'll see it in the video, but that's what they've been doing lately, so I'm excited about that. Their frog spawn is doing really well. Good polyp extension. Doing great. One of the corals I got rid of was the other frog spawn. I sold that one, both pieces of it, so I could fund some other corals. And one of the other corals that I got was this one up here. This piece of, I'm assuming it's a Monty cap of some sort. Cool little piece. I actually got this one for free, so that's a pretty cool deal. It's got a lot of nice growth on it, just the structure of it's really cool. So that's a really nice looking coral. So some of the new corals that I've got in here going on are over here. If you look in the back, there's this orange acan, like 2 mouths of that. Really cool. Very vibrant orange, which I like a lot. Then you got this other acan over here on the left side of the frame here. Red, purples, blues, some greens on it. Very cool. 4 heads of that. And then I got these here. These acans are really crazy looking. It's a very small frag. I mean, a lot of these little things in here are frags, but I got 2 heads of that, and the coloration on them is just amazing. The polyp on the top there, on the back side of it, there's actually new growth. It looks like a third mouth is starting to grow, so I'm excited about that. All the acans are doing really well. You know, this one here, the one with the green mouths on it, it's a totally different coral from when I got it. You know, I'm loving it. This one here is doing good, the smaller one, real big and plump. This one here is just no complaints. Can't really see it, but inside, like in that dark area there, where you look along the edge of the other polyps, there's tons of baby polyps just everywhere. There's like 5 in there. This coral's still doing pretty good. That one polyp still looks crappy, but it's hanging on. These acans are also doing really well. A little bit better picture of the little dendros here. Not sure if I can focus in on it. Good enough, I guess. They're looking good, fat, healthy. The Cervanthes are kind of closed up right now. There's a snail running over them here. The spongiodes doing really good. Lots of new growth on that coral. I'm not sure if you can see underneath it, but see little spires coming down on it. Good extension of the polyps. This mushroom's splitting, so I'm excited about that. Clams doing really well. New growth on them as well. Acan echinata is looking really good. Lots of new growth coming back to where some of it had been receded a little bit. Bubble coral, no complaints there. Huge as always. The acro is doing really good. Good polyp extension even during the day. Duncans behind it are looking great as well. The trumpet corals are looking the best that they've looked. Really fat, real healthy. They've come a long way as well. This lobo is just doing amazing. One thing about these lobos, they're pretty aggressive. I mean, if anything gets close, you know, even like this rock here, which had some little tube worms growing on it, it'll actually throw out these like menstrual filaments and will actually try and digest them. So always be sure to keep some distance between lobos and other corals because they just get all aggro. Tyree toadstool is looking awesome. Polyp extension is insane on it. I don't know if I can get a real close look. Yeah, just look at that. It's crazy. Palithoa grandis looking really good too. Very nice. One of the new corals that's in here is this one here. We got a scaly going on. I guess it's a war paint, whatever you want to call it, but really good coloration. It's feeding really well. Nice and fat and very healthy. It's pretty large too, probably about 4 inches or so across. Really nice piece. Bubble coral in the back, doing awesome. Good color. Nice and fat as well. And of course the Trichophilia radiata is just a monster. Here's one of the new ones. Girlfriend picked it out. It's a chalice of some sort. I'm not particularly certain what it is. It's got some pink eyes on it. Kind of the tips of it, those little bubbles that you see around there are yellow, and the base is kind of a greenish kind of blue color. Got this as well, a nice, she picked this one out. This is a piece of maize brain, real healthy. The feeding tentacles at night on this one are just insane. I've always wanted one of these, so I'm glad she liked it. Picked it out. Duncans are doing really good. You know, since I changed the flow in the tank a little bit, it's not opening up as large as usual, but the lights haven't been on very long either, so we'll see how that one does. The hammer, just massive, looking good. The Tyree blue chalice, lots of new growth on it. I had to move it, as you recall. It fell and landed on the Recordias below it, but there was no damage done, so no harm there. That being said, all these mushrooms are doing great. The Redactus ones, the orange and blues, are just splitting like crazy. These ones as well. Here's the torch, gold torch, orange torch, looking good. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it here, but kind of around the base of the polyp there's some smaller sprouts starting to grow, so that's exciting. This torch coral is just doing really good as well. Nothing real new with it. Favia's doing great. Rose bubble tip anemones, large and in charge. And like I was saying before, I moved this MP10 a little bit closer, and I turned the return here, kind of facing at an angle, like a 45-degree angle from the corner. So the flow kind of comes down and sweeps all the way across here. Which brings me down here to one of the all-time favorite corals that I have now. I don't know if anyone's ever seen one of these before, but this is a very rare coral. It's collected from Western Australia, and it's the only place they're collected in the world. And it's a Symphilia welsani, and this particular morph of it is considered a rainbow morph. And as you can tell, it's got blues and greens and reds all through it, and it's just an amazing, amazing coral. Guys, I was really fortunate to get my hands on it. Very hard to come by in this particular color. And it's doing really well. Really good feeding response at night. It's just opened up like crazy. It's very similar feeding type pattern to the acan, as when it opens up, it just opens up all the feeding tentacles around the outside, and in it are, you can see all the mouths in the center there, the red mouths. Gorgeous coral. Got a little frag of candy cane here. I got this thing just because I know I have candy canes already, but it just really was weird looking. Like, if you look at it, I mean, yeah, the current's kind of pushing it, so it's not as fluffy as it should be. But it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mouths on it, but it's all growing from like one stump. So it's kind of weird. I just want to see how this thing grows and what it does, because it's just interesting the way it's growing to me. And this Lobo over here is doing great. Had to move it a little bit. One of the reasons why I changed the flow too is because these anemones, before when the MP10 was kind of in this area here, the current from it would kind of pull it this way, and when it would pull, it would kind of burn the Lobo, and I was kind of getting old, so another reason why I went ahead and moved that. But yeah, all these are doing healthy too. One of the things I added to the tank, you can kind of see here, is the little arm hanging out. It's a large brittle star. Had it in my other tank. I decided to throw it in here to kind of help clean up the detritus that's building up around the base of this larger rock. And luckily it made his home there, so it'll be collecting a lot of food out of there. Food and waste. So I think that pretty much covers everything that's happening with the tank as of right now. All parameters are extremely stable. Nothing's really fluctuating. Having since removed the MP reducing biopellet reactor and just sticking to having Chaetomorpha in my refugium and live rock, things seem to be doing really well. Cannot complain at all. Hope you guys enjoyed this video update. There will be many more to come. If you like my videos, give it a quick like. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by and watching my videos. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. Stay tuned, guys. More videos to come in the near future. And happy reefing.